we've been caught up in a Photoshop battle lately. Suddenly, a group of sugar brought her recent fashion to my attention as they trumpeted that Meghan is a fashion icon and has a freakish eye for detail. Join us in analyzing her fashion sense in this video, and welcome back to the Royal News 365 channel, my thirsty friends. How can someone whose outfits look this bad have a freakish eye for detail? Have they seen Meghan? When it comes to wearing clothes, it seems Harry's eye for detail is a lot better, as he usually wears proper attire to the occasion, unlike Meghan. She wears wrinkly ball gowns to events where many wear business casual, and that's just one example. Snark aside, I know some people just aren't good at this clothes thing. They don't have an eye for what looks good on them, or what looks good together, etc. That's fine. Even so, usually those people also don't shove themselves down people's throats as fashion beacons. Although even those people manage to iron their clothes and dress weather appropriately. So, when bots and newspapers rave about Meghan as someone stylish and elegant in detail, I wonder what the details are about. Where was the detail about the racist allegations in Oprah? Or details of the catastrophic car chase? If talk about the car chase that the Sussexes and their spokesperson say put them, and Doria in danger that was laughed off by the taxi driver and authorities, they solely blamed Backgrid for this. And you know what? Backgrid, the same company that just a few months after said, laughed off Chase photographed Harry and Lilibet at a 4th of July parade, and a company that the Sussexes have continued to collaborate with. How many years of French did she take? 2 or 4. It always surprises me that someone who thinks they are so smart can't remember small details like that. Or details of her online bullying charges. Or, oh my, I don't have time for more of her lying. If any woman lacks attention to detail, it's Meghan. Her stories, her outfits, her stupid book, her speeches, her photos, her hair. She's walking the world with her eyes closed for detail. To comment on Meghan's eyes, I would like to divide them into 4 types. Eye for fashion is an absolutely catastrophic mess. The eye for truth is nothing, despite lies. The eye for begging for freebies is absolutely top-notch, and lastly, the eye for victimhood is boss level. They are all exaggerating Meghan's carefulness to criticize the Welsh family photo. I wish they would pay attention to Meghan's unedited photos. And it's funny. The Sugars criticized Catherine for photoshopping her photos, yet criticized the newspapers when they published unedited photos. It's going to be interesting how the parking lot couple and their 2 kids, when they get carted out for PR, are going to survive a life without photo manipulation. And there's also Harry's visa blunder. He either lied on his application or lied in his book and countless interviews. How's that not worse than editing a picture? I wish they looked at what Meghan said and wore at South by Southwest panels. Her salad words and wrinkled clothes are a disaster. That outfit is so bad. Her fashion is so entertaining. I would really love to know what goes on in that empty mind of hers when she gets dressed. It is so boring, so unflattering, so absurd, and I imagine so expensive. I'm no fashionista, however, could put together a better outfit from the clearance section at Nordstrom Rack. I will put it out there that I have no judgment of people who provide a service in exchange for money. Even so, I do think she's trolling with that outfit. Rumors persist that she was a bed for hire at Soho House, so she decided to finally dress the bed with sheets for attention. It's a novel idea, really. She's an innovator. Take your bed with you. As you go about your day, if you need a nap, just close your eyes and snuggle into your king-size sheet dress. We've all heard of comfort food, yet thanks to Meghan, we have the concept of comfort clothes. I usually don't look at the comments on her clothes because it's her actions that I have a problem with. Oh my goodness, how can that woman spend so much money on clothes and look that bad? With all the connections and money at her disposal, why does she wear the most unflattering, ill-fitting, crumpled, untailored clothes that look cheap on her and must be exorbitantly expensive. Catherine is a style queen, and her clothes are tailored to perfection. The witch has been married to Harry for nearly 6 years, and she can't even get this right. What is wrong with her? Her outfit is from Geoliva Heritage and costs about $2,000. I've never heard of the brand before yet. I hope they didn't give it to her for free, because she looks a mess and isn't a good advert for them. Have a look at their website. They talk about immaculately tailored clothing, iconic designs to last a lifetime, exquisite tailoring, and bespoke fitting. I can't think of another person who would so completely encapsulate the opposite vibe of all that she's a sloppy, slovenly, rumpled mess in clothing that neither fits nor suits her, and she'll never ever be seen in it again. She treats high-end designers as fast fashion, worn once and got rid of. I think she deliberately chose this look, I bet, to stand out from the others. I mean, who else would wear something like this? She probably thought it was chic. Wrong. It's gotta be one of her worst looks. This one has absolutely everything wrong and not a single redeeming thing about it. However, I give her a few points for eagerness. She just couldn't wait for the introduction to be finished before rushing on stage to present it. Her clothing has been really bad for a very long time. However, her face looks so different now. I'm no fan of Meghan yet. She used to look pretty good. I think she had some fat removed from her face and is wearing less makeup to appear serious. She looks rough. The thing that boggles my mind and why I feel perfectly justified in criticizing her clothes is she can afford help. She can hire stylists to assist her, yet she is so arrogant that she believes she can do better on her own. I always refrain from criticizing the physical features, as things like toes are something a person can't help. And yet choosing the outfits, accessories, hair, and makeup, and shoving herself into the limelight, as a fashion no, it is a different story. I don't go around criticizing normal people for their clothing, however. Meghan obviously tries and yet fails most of the time. She can't help her body. And it's not her fault, it's pretty unusual, yet at least 90% of the time, she chooses clothes that are completely unflattering for her body, in addition to being poorly sized and fitting. She has no excuse given her status. My body is more conventional, even so there are still styles I stay away from so as not to emphasize certain features. Why she can't do the same is beyond me. Actually, it's not. It's due to her brand of narcissism. Almost everyone on the planet has features that are more or less flattering, or a basic shape that needs to be accommodated. A skillfully dressed woman acknowledges her natural shape. Meghan dresses for a body type that she doesn't have, and that's why she looks ridiculous so often. Meghan didn't pay much attention to her image, so she also didn't pay attention to Harry's appearance. Surely you still remember Harry's scruffy appearance every time he appears recently. They both routinely appear at public events wrinkled, ill-fitting, and often inappropriate. They rarely looked pulled together, polished, and clean. Meghan has no clue how to dress. She never dresses appropriately for whatever event she is at. She never uses an iron, doesn't know how to tie a belt, and wears shoes that expose her unsightly feet that are fake and messy at times. So her eye for detail is catching where the cameras are, how to hook a man to elevate her social status and dump that man once his usefulness is exhausted. It is also for detail that probably refers to her uncanny ability to seek out cameras. She's so good at detecting them that she can't possibly be a product of nature. Her eye for detail seems to be malfunctioning the numerous times she and her husband don't keep up with their own lies. It was such a breathtaking, hubristic, and stupid statement, aside from being incredibly hypocritical given her pity plays at South by Southwest. They intend to rely on Catherine's photoshopped photo to judge her. However, there are tons of Meghan's photographs floating around that show all the photoshopped errors. It's so unfair for this double standard. In the last 2 months of Catherine not being in public, Meghan has strolled a ski trip, lunch, dinner, and birthday in Ulvated. Bought her way onto a panel at South by Southwest, only to flog the same soap class project story from 32 years ago, and lots of other pointless efforts. However, no one cares. So here's what I think happened. Meghan got her squatties to start questioning online where's Catherine and run conspiracy theories that get picked up by mainstream media. Princess Catherine is set up now that whether she posts something or not, it will be picked apart. She posts a lovely image of her kids on Mother's Day, something Meghan has never done, and because she slipped up and made a mistake, she is attacked. It also perfectly sets Meghan up to take the mean girl stance. I would never be so careless. I'd never do something like that. Please. There's some merit to the historical photograph argument, yet not this witch hunt. The second Catherine is back in action, the very second, the world will go back to not caring what Meghan and Harry do or say. History will remember how they bullied and attacked every member of their family when they were almost medically vulnerable. So no matter what they tried, they couldn't defeat the future queen. What they should do is probably wake up Meghan and pull her out of the fashion disaster. Get ahead by improving yourself, not by trampling others. That brings us to the end of my video. Hope you agree with my point of view. If not, please comment so we can discuss it. Don't forget to like and share the video so YouTube can recommend similar videos. And if you want to receive notifications about the latest videos, please subscribe. We will be back soon. Thank you for watching and goodbye.